may be on the way?
I think an appalling deal is being cooked up, something similar to the deal that was done in Scotland, which is about half the rate of inflation. It's 5% plus a £750 consolidated bonus. And I think it's going to sell people short. And I would have to say to rail workers, it's now time to take control of your dispute, set up strike committees and be prepared to go against the union bureaucracy if they try to sell you out.
Very interesting. So you think there is a deal on the way, but it's not one that you approve of?
Absolutely. I think that the RMT leadership have been desperate for a deal for some time. I think they're a very moderate bunch in the RMT leadership these days. I think that they don't want to offend what they feel is one of the biggest things, which is public opinion. Public opinion, in my opinion, has never got anyone a pay rise, but that's their way of their modus operandi, if you like.
Part of what's happened, though, Steve, let me put this to you, is that the railways are not as essential to people as they used to be, and not in the same way that they used to be. I think there have been 19 days of action so far. Many of us have found a way around that. We can rejig our lives. People are working from home. On top of that, actually, quite large numbers of services have been running on strike days. I found myself on the 6th of January perfectly able to travel from Gatwick to London Bridge. So is it really that the strike is failing and that the union members are missing their 19 days of pay?
Well, I don't think the strike's failing. I mean, not everybody's out on strike. I mean, it's not all the train operating companies. It is all Network Rail. But the reality is that, yeah, you're right. I mean, working from home, working on Zoom, and that has accounted for people being able to actually do their jobs when the strike is on. But nevertheless, that's the railway is a very, very essential service, and people do need to get around. And I think that I just wanted to touch on this, Michael, if you like. I think we're in a systemic crisis. I think that people are not having inflation pay rises. I think working class people for the past 10 years since the banks crashed have been under the cosh. We have got a real possibility of fighting back here. At last, workers are actually waking up. They're aware of the fact that there's £42 billion in unclaimed taxes, avoided taxes, evaded taxes. And working class people have just said, you know, not through some great political enlightenment, just because their material circumstances are now so bad that many can't heat their house and eat decent food.
But in the case of the railways, many would